U.S. Marine compares South Korea's K808 to Stryker. A U.S. Marine who trained alongside Republic of Korea Marines on the new K808 White Tiger wheeled armored personnel carrier during Korean Marine Exchange Program 26.1 at Seongri, South Korea, in March 2026, offered a first-hand comparison of the South Korean vehicle against the American-made Stryker and light armored vehicle platforms he had trained on previously, describing the gap as generational. The Marine, who spoke on condition of anonymity, provided the most direct American crew-level assessment of the K808 to emerge from the exercise. His comparison was framed by years of experience inside U.S. armored vehicles, giving his observations a concrete reference point that abstract performance specifications cannot replicate. The overall verdict was clear. The K808 represents a newer generation of armored design in nearly every category that matters to the infantryman riding inside it. On interior layout, the source said the troop compartment was broadly comparable in size to a Stryker, but the resemblance largely ended there. Internal communication systems and weapons mounting fixtures felt distinctly more modern, details that affect how quickly a crew can operate under stress and how effectively they can manage their equipment during a mission. The one area that drew criticism was seating. The source said the seat configuration created real discomfort for taller soldiers in full combat load, an ergonomic shortcoming that affects crew endurance on extended operations regardless of how capable the vehicle is in other respects. Mobility was where the K808 drew its strongest praise. The source described its maneuverability and driving dynamics as noticeably superior to U.S. equivalents, with a sense of greater power that came through even with the added weight of enhanced armor protection. One handling concern did emerge. During turns on uneven terrain, the source said there was a sharp sensation that the vehicle might tip, a characteristic he attributed to the combination of higher mass and suspension behavior on broken ground, and one worth noting for crews operating in complex terrain. The LAV comparison was the sharpest in the assessment. The old LAVs look and behave like any Ford Bronco in a race against a Tesla Cybertruck, the source said. The framing was deliberate, not merely that the K808 is better, but that the difference in feel, capability, and modernity is of a completely different order. For Marines who have spent careers in the LAV, that comparison lands with weight. The source was careful to draw a boundary around his conclusions, however. U.S. Marines did not operate the K808S independently during KMEP 26.1. South Korean crews handled all driving and vehicle operation throughout the exercise. The American assessment was therefore based on the passenger and observer experience rather than hands-on crew evaluation, which he acknowledged limits how far the comparison can be pushed on handling and driver ergonomics specifically. The K808 White Tiger is a domestically developed South Korean 8-wheeled armored personnel carrier produced by Hyundai Rotem, designed to replace older tracked APC variants in ROK Marine and Army service. Built for amphibious and littoral operations, it carries an infantry squad in a protected troop compartment and is configured for the coastal assault and island defense scenarios most relevant to Korean peninsula contingencies. The Korean Marine Exchange Program is a semi-annual bilateral exercise designed to improve combined capabilities between ROK and U.S. Marine Corps units. The 12th Littoral Combat Team that participated in KMEP 26.1 is drawn from the 12th Marine Littoral Regiment, 3rd Marine Division of formation central to the Marine Corps' shift toward distributed, island chain operations in contested maritime environments.